Hello. Good evening, students. Myself Kanhaiya Jha, and here I am on the channel Kanhaiya Physics. Today I will take one of the very important topic, that is combination of capacitor. Why this topic is important? Because same type of topic will come in current and electricity also. There is combination of resistance. And the concept between combination of capacitor and combination of resistance is quite similar. So we will take both topics together. Combination of capacitor as well as combination of resistance. Combination of resistance you all know from class. From which class you know? From class 10. But you know that suppose that if three resistance are connected in series. Suppose three resistors are connected in series, and let's say that if this resistance is R1, this resistance is R2, and this resistance is R3. So if three resistors is connected in a series, and if suppose the potential difference is given here is V. Suppose potential difference given here is V. So what I will do, I have to derive that R equivalent is equal to R1 plus R2 plus R3. What we have to derive? R equivalent will be equal to R1 plus R2 plus R3. That means when the three resistors are connected in series circuit, then their equivalent resistance is defined as first resistance plus second resistance plus third resistance. The first question that is coming in mind is how we will identify that this is series combination. How we will identify that this is a series combination. So series combination में these all resistors will be connected in a line, in the same line. See that R1, R2 and R3 are connected in a same line. And the other way is to identify like this. Suppose that this point is A, this point is B, this point is C, and this point is D. So I have assumed some point. Now see this clearly. First resistance, that means R1 is starting from A. And this resistance is ending at point B. Second resistance, that is R2, which is starting from point B and which is ending at point C. Think about the third resistance, which is starting from point C and it is ending at point D. So what I can conclude from here, that each and every resistance is starting from different point. How? R1 is starting from A, while R2 is starting from B, and R3 is starting from C. So each and every resistance is starting from different point, and each and every resistance is ending at different point also. For example, R1 is ending at B, R2 is ending at C, and R3 is ending at D. So her resistance, each resistance, the starting point is different, and each resistance ending point is also different. So this type of combination is known as series combination. This type of combination is known as series combination. So right now I will discuss combination of resistance in series. Then after I will discuss combination of resistance in parallel. Let one line here that in series combination of resistance, current through each resistance will be same. Achha, this statement you have to keep in mind that whenever any resistance is connected in series, then current through each resistance will be same. For example, if here current will be I, if I current is flowing here, then I current will come here also, I current will come here also. Clear? So through each resistance, same current will flow. Now one more thing is there. Here current, how much current is flowing here? I. And where, what is the resistance? R1. So what is Ohm's law? Ohm's law is I is equal to V by R. I is equal to V by R. So what will be V? V will be equal to I into R. What is V? Potential difference is equal to current into resistance. So if I will ask you that what is the potential difference across R1 resistance? That means what is the potential difference across the first resistance? So what will be the answer? For finding potential difference, we have to multiply current and resistance. So here current is I, resistance is R1. So what will be potential difference here? I R1. So can we say that V1 is equal to IR1? V1 means potential difference across first resistance is equal to I into R1, correct? Into resistance. So what will be V2? V2 is potential difference across second resistance, that is current through the second resistance. So how much is the current? I, and how much is the resistance? R2. So what will be V2? I into R2. Similarly, what will be V3? V3 means potential difference across third resistance. That means what is the potential difference across this resistance? So V3 will be I into R3, right? Because current is same across all the resistance. Now see here that here V1 is potential difference across first resistance, V2 is potential difference across second resistance, V3 is potential difference across third resistance. So what will be total potential? Total potential will be potential difference across first plus potential difference across second plus potential difference across third. So can we write? Acha, if suppose I will take a equivalent circuit here, if I will take the equivalent means next circuit, result क्या है? तो हम मान लेते हैं कि all the resistance equivalent resistance is R equivalent. सबका जब हम equivalent निकालेंगे, then let's say this equivalent is this R eq means R equivalent. R eq means equivalent resistance. Equivalent resistance. So whenever I will write R eq now, you will understand that this is what equivalent resistance. तो मान लेते हैं कि if we will replace this all three resistance, then we have to replace it with a equivalent resistance. So let's say equivalent resistance is R equivalent, and here what is the potential supplied? Potential supplied is V. Clear? And how much current is going here? I. How much current is going from this here? I. So what will be V? V is equal to I into R, but this will be I into R equivalent. So what will be V equivalent? So V is equal to on the place of V I will add I into R equivalent. क्यों? क्योंकि मैं equivalent का यहाँ पे लिख रहा हूँ. What will be V1? V1 will be I into R1. What will be V2? I into R2. And what will be V3? I into R3. See here is I common. So this will become I into R equivalent is equal to I will be common R1 plus R2 plus R3. Right? I and I will be cancelled, so R equivalent will be equal to R1 plus R2 plus R3, right? That means when three resistance will be connected in series, then their equivalent resistance will be equal to R1 plus R2 plus R3. If this will become third resistance, then formula will be R1 plus R2 plus R3 plus R4 plus R5. If there will be one equal resistance, then formula will be R1 plus R2. So in series combination, it is very easy. That if suppose two resistance is connected in series, then equivalent will be R1 plus R2, like that. This derivation is clear. In series combination, just you have to remember that in series combination of resistance, current through each resistance will be same. Now see that what will happen. Combination of resistance in parallel. First see this one. Combination of resistance in parallel. Suppose now there is three resistance. Suppose like this. Suppose like this, that this is the first resistance, this is the second resistance, and let's say this is the third resistance, and all the resistance are connected in. All the resistors are connected in parallel. All the resistors are connected in parallel. Let's say this is first resistor, second resistor, and this is third resistor. And all the resistors are connected like this. Clear? Let's say potential difference is V. Potential difference is V. Where you have to write this picture. Where I will write. I should make a small picture. I should make a small picture because I need some space also. So let's say again okay. let's say this is R1 first resistance, second resistance, third resistance, and this is connected by a potential difference, let's say V. This is connected by a potential difference V. So here write one thing, that if resistance are connected in parallel, then potential difference across each resistance will be same. For example, the potential difference here is V, so here will be also V, here will be also V, here will be also V. So potential difference across each resistance will be same. In series what will be same? Current will be same. But in parallel what will be same? Potential will be same. The thing is that how we will identify that this is parallel combination? How we will identify? See here. Suppose this point is A and this point is B. So if I will ask from you that the first resistance, that is R1, is starting from which point? A, and R1 is ending at which point? B. R2 is starting from which point? A, and R2 is ending at B. R3 is also starting from A, and R3 is also ending at B. That means can we say that each resistance is starting from at the same point A, and each resistance is ending at the same point B? तो हम ये तो बोल सकते हैं कि each resistance सेम पॉइंट से स्टार्ट हुआ और सेम पॉइंट पे ही खत्म हुआ. If this type of situation will be there, then we will say that this is a parallel combination. Clear? Parallel combination potential across each resistance will be same. So if I will take here B, here also B, here also B. Let's suppose that from this field I amount of current is coming. How much current is coming? I. So if suppose here I current is coming, so here also I current will come. In this branch some current will go. I don't know how much current will go, so I am assuming that in this branch I1 current is going, in this branch I2 current is going, and in this branch I3 current is going. So what will happen at this junction, at the junction A, if you will say, so what is the junction law? That incoming current will be equal to outgoing current. Is A junction पे what will happen? Incoming current will be equal to outgoing current. So on this junction, how much current is incoming? अंदर कितना है? I current is incoming. How much current is outgoing? I1, I2, and I3 is outgoing from this junction. I1 is going in this junction. So I1, I2, and I3 is outgoing current. So can we write that incoming current is equal to outgoing current. This is actually junction loop. Oh, sorry. Outgoing current. So at any junction, incoming current will be equal to outgoing current. So how much current is incoming? I, and how much current is outgoing? I1 plus I2 plus I3. So can we write this thing? Now we know Ohm's law that I is equal to V by R. What we know? I is equal to V by R. So here will be what? V by R equivalent. Let's suppose equivalent resistance of R1, R2, and R3 is how much? R equivalent. So I will be V by R equivalent. I1 will be how much? I1 will be V by R1. What will be I1? I is equal to V by R. No? So when I will calculate I1, then V by R1, because I1 current is going through R1 resistance. So I1 will be V by R1. What will be I2? V by R2. What will be I3? V by R3. So something will be common from here. This will be V by R equivalent is equal to V will be common. So what will remain here? 1 by R equivalent. 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 plus 1 by R3. Is it? Now V and V will cancel each other. So what will remain? 1 by R equivalent is equal to 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 plus 1 by R3. So if there is 3 resistance, formula will be this. If there will be 4 resistance, what will be the formula? 1 by R equivalent is equal to 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 plus 1 by R3 plus 1 by R4. Like that. So this is the derivation this derivation is also coming in both examination, that when we will connect resistance in series, what will be the formula? R equivalent equal R1 plus R2 plus R3 derived, or when we will connect in parallel, what will be the formula? In parallel, when we will connect any resistance in parallel, formula will be 1 by R equivalent is equal to 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 plus 1 by R3. And then they will ask you that derive this equation. Clear? So we can derive it easily. In series, what thing will be constant? Current will be constant. And in parallel, what thing will be constant? Voltage will be constant. Clear? Now we will understand combination of capacitor. What we will understand? Combination of capacitor. First understand combination of capacitor. Combination of capacitor in series. In series. See, let's suppose that this is capacitor. This is capacitor and we are connected. This capacitor in series. Let's say this is C1 capacitor, C2 capacitor, C3 capacitor. We are connecting this in series. So that one statement here also. In series, when, write it like this, when we will connect capacitor in series, then charge on each capacitor will be same. What does it mean? Like suppose this potential is V, so charge on each capacitor will be same. So if suppose here on the first capacitor the charge is Q, on the second capacitor also charge will be Q, on the third capacitor also charge will be Q, like this. But charge will be same, potential will be not same. So here charge is same. So here I don't know what will be the potential here. Let's say potential difference across C1 capacitor is V1. Let's say potential difference across C1 capacitor is V1. Let's say potential difference across C2 capacitor is V2. And let's say potential difference across C3 capacitor is V3. Clear? Clear. So what we can write? That can we write that V is equal to V1 plus V2 plus V3. इंडिविजुअल पोटेंशियल का सम क्या होगा? टोटल पोटेंशियल. तो टोटल पोटेंशियल इज इक्वल टू सम ऑफ इंडिविजुअल पोटेंशियल एंड वी नो द फार्मूला Q is equal to CV. In capacitor what formula is there? Q is equal to CV. So what will be V? V is equal to Q by C. V is equal to Q by C. So V is equal to, in the first lecture I have discussed this thing. So V is equal to Q by C. So can we write Q by C equivalent? Because we want to find equivalent. V1 will be what? V1 will be Q by C1, charge is Q and capacitance is C1. So when we will find V1, V1 means what? Potential across first capacitor. So what will be potential across first capacitor? Potential across first capacitor will be charge on first capacitor, that is Q. And what is the capacitance of the first capacitor? C1. So this will be V1 will be Q by C1. Like that V2 will be Q by C2. So can we write that V1 will be Q by C1, V2 will be Q by C2 and V3 will be Q by C3. Clear? So here you can take something common. Q will be common here. So this will be 1 by C1 plus 1 by C2 plus 1 by C3. Something will cancel here. Q and Q will cancel. So what will remain? This will be 1 by C equivalent is equal to 1 by C1 plus 1 by C2 plus 1 by C3. Here you have to understand one thing, that when we are connecting resistance in series, then equivalent resistance formula was R equivalent is equal to R1 plus R2 plus R3. But when we are connecting capacitor in series, then formula is different. This is 1 by C equivalent is equal to 1 by C1 plus 1 by C2 plus 1 by C3. So resistance का उल्टा formula है. वहाँ पे directly you have to sum R1 plus R2 plus R3. But here 1 by C equivalent is equal to 1 by C1 plus 1 by C2 plus 1 by C3. Is it clear? Now we can connect this in parallel also. So when we will connect capacitor in parallel, then what will happen? See this. So that is the next topic. Combination of capacitor in parallel. तो आप लोग डिफरेंस समझ गए. सीरीज में कनेक्ट करके what will be the formula? If you will connect resistance in series, formula will be R equivalent is equal to R1 plus R2 plus R3. But if you will connect capacitor in series, then the formula will be 1 by C equivalent equal 1 by C1 plus 1 by C2 plus 1 by C3. Now here we will now see the next topic. Combination of capacitor in parallel. What we will understand? Combination of capacitor in parallel. Again understand this thing. Suppose these are the three capacitors C1, C2 and C3. And we are connecting it with a voltage source, let's say with a voltage source V. We are connecting it with a voltage source V. Right here, when we will connect capacitor in parallel, then potential difference across each capacitor will be same. What does it mean? That if here potential difference is V, so here will be also V, here will be also V, here will be also V. Potential difference across each capacitor will be same. Now see here, that we know the formula Q is equal to CV. In capacitance we know the formula Q is equal to CV. Here we don't know that what will be the charge here, what will be the charge here, and what will be the charge on third. So what we will do, that let us suppose that from this cell is giving Q amount of charge. How much charge this is giving? Let us suppose that this cell is giving Q amount of charge. So this Q amount of charge will come here, and this Q amount of charge will get distributed in three forms. Q1 will go in this. Let's say Q2 is going in second capacitor, and let's suppose that Q3 is going in third capacitor. So can we say, according to charge conservation, that incoming charge is equal to outgoing charge? But these people believe that charge will be neither created nor will be destroyed. That means at any point, incoming charge will be equal to outgoing charge. So how much charge is incoming? Q. That will be equal to outgoing charge. That means Q1 plus Q2 plus Q3. Can we write this thing? And Q is what? C into V. Q is what? C into V. So let's suppose C equivalent is C equivalent into V. What is the potential here? V. And let's suppose equivalent capacitance is normal. C equivalent. So Q will be equal to C equivalent into V. What will be Q1? C. Q1 means charge across first capacitor. That will be equal to, what is capacitance here? C1. And how much is the voltage? V. So can we write that Q1 is equal to C1 into V? What will be Q2? Can we? Q2 will be C2 into V. C2 into V. And what will be Q3? C3 into V. So what we will do here, that we can do that, see, something will be common here also. C equivalent into V is equal to, take V common, so this will be C1 plus C2 plus C3. Right? So V and V will cancel. What will remain? That is C equivalent is equal to C1 plus C2 plus C3. C equivalent is equal to C1 plus C2 plus C3. That means whenever we will connect capacitor in parallel, then their equivalent capacitance will be equal to C1 plus C2 plus C3, like this. Clear? So what you have to understand from here, that is, in the next lecture what I will do? I will do some numerical questions on it. Okay, I will practice some numerical questions on it, and that will be very interesting. That will be very interesting to you all. Okay. Now see this, that resistance in series resistance in series. What will be the formula? When we will connect resistance in series, formula will be R equivalent is equal to R1 plus R2 plus R3, right? But when we will connect capacitor in series, then C equivalent, 1 by C equivalent will be equal to 1 by C1 plus 1 by C2 plus 1 by C3. Resistance in parallel, what will be the formula? When we will connect resistance in parallel, then the formula will be 1 by R equivalent is equal to 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 plus 1 by R3. And when we will connect resistance in series, then R equivalent is equal to R1 plus R2 plus R3, right? So copy all these things, memorize the formula, and what you will do, you will practice the derivation 2 or 3 times at home without seeing my class note. Make class note तो पहले और क्या करें? Continue your self study at home. Clear? तो घर पे पढ़ाई करते रहे. Okay, thank you. Please like, subscribe and share the video as much as possible. Thank you once again.